Do you think you're smart enough, bright enough that you can say, I know that person? In reality, you're lying because you can't really know anyone because you don't know what they're thinking all the time. I know I've been married. I'm in my 51st year of marriage. And the thing that saved my marriage is I realize I don't know what's going on in my wife's mind. I may know tendencies, but I have no clue. And likewise, she has no clue of what's going on in mine. And so it opens the door then to say, well, how do I know where they're going? Well, the thing that I've come to understand is you can always trust that the person you're with will be living to what they believe are their highest values, what they believe is most important. So if you understand that, if you have figured out what you value most and your partner's figured out what they value most, you have an idea of where they're going. You have an idea of the general tendency of their thoughts. But if you don't know that, you're lost. And here's the key thing: you can't force anyone to have a value greater than what they want to put on it. So if you have a life partner and they value something, let's say they value video games and you want to change that, you're just going to take away their freedom and that's going to cause controversy. That's where agreements come into play, especially in a relationship. You have agreements of what it is that's necessary for each of you to feel safe and free to be your authentic and real self. And isn't that all people want, is the ability to be their authentic and real self? Of course. If you can be yourself, you're comfortable with someone. You're being your authentic self. As I talk to you today, I'm being Lee. My number one value is what? Becoming more aware. Number two, teaching. Number three, interpersonal connection. I'm doing all three as I talk with you. Wendy says, I didn't know you started going on early. I kept missing you. Yeah, I moved it to 7:30 Wendy. And you know why? I made a conscious choice. Why did I make that choice? So I could have more time in my day. By having it at 8, I was literally had 30 minutes in between my meditation and this, and I found it would be better for me to do it back to back. This way, it gives me more time in my day. I've also moved the healing sessions from 10 o'clock to 9 o'clock Central Time. Why? It makes my Saturday a better day. I have more time for Lee. Hopefully, it'll do the same for you. I'm listening all the time. And so when you ask me, why do I do things? To become more aware, to teach, and to have interpersonal connection. My next three values that I live by are to one, physical health and well-being, being financially free to do what I want, when I want, how I want, and to travel to other cultures and experience spirituality from different ways. Those are the things that are most important to me. And that's where I put all my focus. Now, my wife can count. My friends can count that almost everything I do will align with that. They may not know immediately, but if they think about what I value, and I share what I value all the time, I'm not a mystery. I'm pretty transparent. And so when people say, how do you and your wife get along? Well, she knows exactly where I stand because she knows what I value. I know where she stands because I know what she values, because we've talked about it. We've done the work. The work is discovering who you are. No one else can figure that out for you. Only you can. Because the power to know who you are and where you want to be, it's inside you. One of the great ways to do that is to just listen to your heart. It'll tell you what it truly desires more of. And once you get past meeting your basic physical needs, it's not about stuff. We've been domesticated into believing that the world is about consumption. It is not. The world is about experiencing, giving, and receiving greater love. We've forgotten. I'm here to remind you, and while reminding you, remind me. Because guess what? We can all get lost in the confusion of the energy of this world. And now more than ever, it's more important that we stay anchored in love. We stay anchored in our truth, and we do not give our power away. So many times we give our power away thinking that someone else knows what's best for us. Sorry, wrong number. No one knows what's best for you other than you, and only you know it when you become aware and conscious of the real you. Life is a journey of self-discovery. Self-discovery, not other people discovering you, because they're too busy discovering themselves. You get it? So while I'm self-discovering, my wife is self-discovering. We just share a journey, but we're not the same. We're both unique. We're both different. We respect that. We honor it. And that, my friends, is what I call love. It's the awareness and acceptance of our wholeness and the awareness and acceptance of the wholeness of others. And realize everyone is going to be unique. And that's what makes this world so great. With that, my beautiful ones, it's your day. How'd I meet my wife? In college. Did I know any of this stuff then? No. Was I lucky? Maybe. Maybe. One thing I've always been, I may not have known myself, but I was pretty transparent. That made it easy. And one of the things too, Becca, is my wife is a saint. I'm the other side of the coin. And that's what makes it fun. Until next time, I love you. Have a great day.